You spend hours, sometimes days, creating the perfect sales script. Battle cards with competitor intel, one-pagers that break down your product, pitch decks designed to win over prospects, and then you check your analytics. There's barely any downloads, there's no feedback, there's zero traction from the team. And it's frustrating, but here's the truth. It's not because your sales rep are lazy or because your content isn't good enough. There's a hidden reason. They ignore it. And until you fix this one thing, adoption will stay low and deals will keep slipping through your fingers. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how to fix it for good. Think about the last time you built something for your sales team. And maybe it was a battle card loaded with competitor weakness or a one-pager that broke down your product's best feature in plain English. A pitch deck that you thought would finally help the reps close tough deals. You didn't throw it together. You dug into research, you refined the copy, you designed this to look so sharp, even enough to send to any C-level prospect. You send it off to the sales team feeling confident, and then silence. Meanwhile, you're sitting in the pipeline reviews, hearing deals stall out because prospects ask questions your content already answered. You know the exact page or slide that could help, but it was never mentioned. And every time that happens, it's not only a little frustrating, it's a revenue slipping away. Over time, this becomes a pattern. Quarter after quarter, you see the same thing. Content gets built, it gets shared, but then it gets ignored. The content graveyard gets bigger and bigger. And if we're honest, it starts to wear you down. You start questioning whether it's even worth creating this stuff anymore. When content gets ignored, most people jump to one or two conclusions. The first, my sales rep are lazy. It's easy to think that if you just worked harder, they open the file you send, learn what's in them, and actually use them in conversation. But here's the truth. Most reps aren't lazy at all. In fact, they're under constant pressure to hit quota. They're juggling dozens of prospects. They have to update the CRM and respond to management. If something isn't immediately clear or easy to apply, it falls to the bottom of the list, no matter how valuable it might be. The second assumption is just as common. My content must not be good enough. You tweak the copy, redesign the layout, add more stats, make it prettier. But no matter how much you polish it, usage barely changes. That's because quality alone doesn't guarantee adoption. You can have the most brilliant battle card in the world, but if your rep don't know exactly when to pull it out or how to use it in a live sales conversation, it's just going to be another document in a folder. And here's the dangerous part. Both of these assumptions put the blame in the wrong place. They make you think you need to fix the people or the content when the real problem is something entirely different. And until you address that, adoption will stay low, deals will keep stalling, and you keep pouring time and energy into resources that never see the light of day. The number one reason your sales team ignore your content is because they don't know exactly how to use it in a real sales conversation. You would think that sounds simple, right? But here's why it's a game changer. When you hand over a battle card, a one-pager, or a pitch deck without clear step-by-step instructions, your rep have to figure out when to bring it up, who it's best for, and how to work it into their flow. And in the middle of a high-stake call, the last thing the rep wants to do is gamble on an untested piece of material. So instead, they stick to what they know. It's like giving someone a tool without telling them what it's for. And most people won't risk using it wrong, especially when their paycheck depends on it. And because no one wants to admit they're unsure, they quietly avoid it rather than ask. The result, your carefully built content just becomes another file instead of a weapon in their sales toolkit. The fix isn't more content. The fix is making sure every piece you create comes with crystal clear guidance. Who it's for, when to use it, how to use it, and even what to say when you use it. Once you give reps that roadmap, adoption will skyrocket, not because the content changed, but because the barrier to using it disappeared. Now that you know the real reason your sales team ignores your content, here's how to fix it. And make sure every piece you create actually gets used. Step 1, pair every piece of content with a how-to-use walkthrough. Don't just send a content. Record a quick 2 to 3 minute video or run a short live session showing exactly who it's for, when to use it in a sales cycle, and how to introduce it to a prospect. So step 2, train with role play, not just email. An email announcement saying, here's a new battle card, is almost guaranteed to get ignored. Instead, bring it into a sales meeting, run a mock call where a rep uses the content in real scenarios. This builds muscle memory and they're confident in pulling it out during a live call. Step 3, show success stories. Highlight top reps using the content effectively and share their wins with the team. This creates social proof and is working for one person, others will want it. Step 4, make content easy to find. Centralize everything in one location that's searchable, well-labeled, and accessible from anywhere. If a rep can't find it in 30 seconds, they won't use it. Step 5, follow up after launch. Check in a week or two later. Ask rep how it's working, what's missing, and where they're getting stuck. Iterate fast so the content becomes valuable over time. When you combine clarity, training, proof, and easy access, you eliminate every barrier that keeps your sales team from using what you built. That's how good content becomes revenue-driven content. A SaaS company I worked with had spent months creating an incredible set of battle cards. Each one was loaded with competitor weakness, talking points, and objection handling scripts. They were beautiful and they were accurate. These are great content. But then they were completely ignored, which is obviously bad. When I asked the sales rep team why, the answers were telling. Most reps said things like, I'm not sure when to use them, or I don't want to shuffle through files mid-call, or I just stick to what I know. So here's what we did. Instead of creating new content, we focused on enabling the content they already had. We ran a 15-minute live training session where we essentially identified the exact stage in the sales cycle where each beta card had the most impact. Role-played live calls using the cards so reps could practice. Showed real objection from recent deals and how to counter them with the cards. We also uploaded the cards into a central, searchable tool the reps already use daily, so they were one click away during the call to use the content. Within the first month, usage rates tripled. Reps started sharing success stories in Slack, and within 1 quarter, the company saw a measurable increase in win rates for deals against their top 3 competitors. The content didn't change, the enablement did, and that made all the difference. So let's bring this all together. The biggest reason your sales team ignores your content isn't that they're lazy, or it's not that the content isn't good enough, is that they don't have absolute clarity on how, when, and where to use it. Without that, even the best resources get buried in a shared folder, forgotten. And every week that happens, deals are stalling. Prospects are asking questions your material already answers. Competitors are winning opportunities that should be yours. The fix is straightforward, and only if you act now. Pair every piece of content you create with a simple, clear, how-to-use guide. Role play in the meetings. Show examples of it working in real calls. Make it easy to find in the tools your reps are already using. Because the longer you wait, the more your content graveyard grows. Every unused piece of wasted potential and lost revenue. But once you start enabling your content properly, adoption shoots up. Conversation becomes sharper and you start to see measurable impact on your pipeline fast. You already have the resources. The opportunity is sitting right there. Now, it's on you to make sure your team actually uses them. Like and subscribe because getting more people to buy from you will grow your business. Peace.